I can never figure out which one's her house. Recording.
Okay, so let's get called to order. Shall we go around and, I'm CJ Walker.
Julie Ramirez.
Laura Coates.
Melissa Strange.
And that's
You have
it.
a quorum.
And we got a quorum. Okay, let's stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance. It's back over here.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
See, there's a spider here.
Donation?
Courtesy of Tom Rapino.
Oh, how sweet. All right, so the first one is discuss and/or possible action on current pet point access and any pertinent information.
I love it. I mean, I'm still, but overall, it's got good information. The only thing I haven't been able to find is like an area where it will say if an animal's chipped or not.
Yeah, all I've seen is Petango. I haven't been able to get into the site itself. Huh. You'll have to give me the link again. I've got the other information, my sign-on information.
You tried?
Mm-mm.
I haven't.
I haven't tried.
Y'all should check it out. That way you get a feel for it.
Yeah.
and,
I gotta put
Is
it
there
on.
anything that you can't do, that you want to do?
I haven't done anything. I've just looked around. That way I didn't have to call Chris. Like the day that the 3 animals were on Waterwood Pass, instead of calling him, I wanted to make sure they had been picked up. I took a drive, and then I looked on there and I saw that he had picked them up and noted. So I was just curious if they had, by any chance there was the chip, because I didn't find anything on there stating that there was or wasn't, or I don't know if I'm not looking in the right place. But I haven't gone in and physically, because that's not my business.
Okay, I'll look and see, because I haven't tried to do that.
Do we have a spot on there for microchipping?
We do, yeah, it's got everything in there.
Cool.
Yeah, I figured I was just probably not looking in the right place or misidentifying whatever, but
It's
yeah.
a pretty busy website or application.
Who got chipped?
Yeah, can you send the actual link for the application
I
to?
did, I just texted it to you.
Okay.
There was a bulldog that got shipped.
Any other information about that?
If you go to the edit animal, you can do an animal search criteria, and microchip ID is one of the options to search on.
Okay.
Um,
But if I click on there, if they don't have one, then it would state that that animal does not have one?
It would not be in the report, so I'm gonna try to find,
That's just what I'm curious, not to necessarily find somebody's number, but to know whether they had a number, whether they were or weren't chipped, were or were not chipped.
okay. I don't think who was chipped.
Because I was just curious for the 2 deceased ones from last week.
So we're putting those in also. Cool. That's good,
So
actually.
the rule, what I've explained to Chris, if he answers a call on an animal, if he physically goes out and touches an animal, intake. If an animal is found dead and he picks it up, intake.
Cool.
Any contact he has with any animal requires an intake.
Which
That's
is
the only way
perfect.
we're gonna keep
It's
up.
perfect because, in the event someone were looking for their dogs, like the 2 that were deceased, we have that information.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely a good thing. Yeah, I would encourage y'all to go through there and just
Yeah.
I'll
Click,
check
click,
it out
click.
now that I've got the,
That's what I did.
I don't think that was the
Down.
URL I had. All right. Discuss and/or possible action on the banner and canopy status. The banner's been ordered. And we had enough money for one more canopy, right? Catherine?
I think so. It was 125 for the banner?
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah. And I
Yeah,
think we
there
had
was
enough for
125.
one canopy.
Unless we can find them fairly cheap, I might be able to squeeze in two. I could
Check on Amazon.
I can look on Amazon. I need to get them purchased.
Yeah, we need them.
Yeah, we need them for September 28th. I can check. I have Amazon Prime.
Oh.
But that doesn't prevent you from being charged tax.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
I can do it on here. I've
That's
got
true.
A tax exempt, I just don't have Prime, but, I mean, I usually get them.
You'll probably still get them at a better rate
Yeah, but before the 28th.
before the tax.
So then we currently have one?
We have the
canopy?
banner. We're gonna get a canopy. Didn't you say you had a canopy, Mickey?
I have one, yes.
And
Y'all are free to use it.
and did David Tremblay have one?
David has one. This one right here is a 10 by 10 pop-up canopy tent beach canopy, $144.95.
Oh no, I've seen it. We've seen them cheaper than that.
Mhm.
I think Gus said, or Chris, one of the guys said that they were at
Academy.
somewhere like that
Really
for
nice
60 or something like
gazebos
that.
with mosquito netting for $49.95. Yeah, but that doesn't break down easy.
Oh, true. Priscilla got one. I could have sworn, because Priscilla had a brand new one down on the coast. I could have sworn she said she
Here's
got
one
it
right
for
here. You at
35.
Best Choice 10 by 10 pop-up canopy. It's black, $69.99.
You can still get them cheaper somewhere else.
I think I paid $69 for mine at Home Depot.
And I could have
I
sworn
think we got
Priscilla
ours
said she
at
spent
Walmart.
40 online
For about
on
80
Academy the
or
other
something
day.
like that. wasn't
I
it?
think ours was cheaper than that.
It might be cheaper now because they're getting rid of all their summer stuff.
Yeah. I'll check with Wayne and see if we still have our canopy, then, and it's still in good condition, then we can use that too.
Here's one that is a 10 by 20 with a pop-up portable shade, $169.54. So it's already too wide.
So how many do we need? How many we're looking
We'd
at?
like two, if we can do it.
I would just
Yeah, I
say
think
to
we
be on
were
the
trying to
safe
get
side,
4.
the more the merrier,
actually.
and if we need them, we have them there, on the premise at
Yeah.
the time and can pop it up.
Yeah.
If we don't, then
Because it's,
Oh, 2 to purchase, yeah, we were gonna purchase 2, but
Right.
we were hoping to have 2 more.
yeah,
For
because
a
we
total
wanted
of
to make
4.
a little square so people and pets can sit under while they wait to be vetted.
One of the issues with I am not winning the battle on finding any form of affordable indoor-outdoor carpet. Everything I'm looking at for even an 8 by 10 is like 70, 80 bucks to 130.
Wow.
And that's for one 8 by 10 square.
do we already have approval for
We have
No,
a
No.
what?
approval?
no.
No.
That goes on, that's on this agenda, right?
For what?
I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on this agenda.
So that would be a meeting next week?
No, this
that right?
week,
This week?
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
But I had wanted some prices to give
Yeah.
them, and that is the cheapest I'm finding
I
for
can
those.
kinda
What,
see if I
how
can
much
look
is that?
around.
Anywhere from, they were running between 80 and about 120 to 130. And that, I checked Lowe's, I checked Home Depot, I checked Walmart. I tried searching on just indoor-outdoor carpeting, indoor-outdoor grass rug. Every search term you could come up with, and the cheapest I could get it down to was about $80, and even then, if I remember right, it wasn't 8 by 10, it was like 6 by 8.
So we
It's
just
like-
need to see if we can find the most
I don't know if-
inexpensive possible. If
If
we
there's
can.
anybody that has any cast-offs, or if we can use some old, old halfway decent blankets or something.
Or rugs, like carpet. Because several carpet companies, they'll have a lot of cast off.
Cast-offs, yeah. And I haven't broached that.
Okay.
I haven't found any
Let's
of
see if I
those
can
yet.
do some research.
But that's the other thing I was thinking of is cast-offs or when they install a new carpet, sometimes they take out the old carpet in full form.
I wonder if
But sometimes
Goodwill
they're
will have like
heavy.
old rugs.
What
You know.
size are you looking, I mean, what,
We were hoping to get 4 8x10s,
and what price were you seeing for that?
anywhere between 80 and 120 to 130 per
Per
unit.
rug?
I found them smaller than that.
And we wanted 4 by, what,
We wanted 4 8x10s,
8 by 10s.
at least. Yeah, that's what we were shooting for.
And we were including that as part of the canopy, the sign, and the carpet, or
No, that's part of the.
something different?
That's part of the stuff I'm gonna put forward to council on Thursday. Supplies needed.
Okay.
That goes with the water, the carpet, trash can.
Because it doesn't have to be,
And a Sharps
it
container.
doesn't have to be the grass carpet.
No,
Because they make rugs now that are out of plastic, which are perfect, because then you can just hose them off.
yeah, and I even looked at those because I was thinking that would be perfect too, because it'd be easy to clean, just hose it. And I wasn't finding decent prices on it. That's the problem with cast-offs from a flooring company, a rug company, is that they're cloth, so they would hold any disease, poop, urine, whatever.
And that'll be our last resort.
So it'd be better if we had something that we could hose down.
But worst case scenario, if we couldn't find anything in a reasonable and we could get somebody that would just donate, you know, they were gonna trash it anyway, that we just trash it right afterwards. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
At
even
least
if
it
you
served
get,
its purpose and it's only to keep their feet cool. Cause
Right.
I didn't see anybody potty,
No,
which was crazy, cause usually you think dogs and they smell another dog and everybody wants to mark their
nerves and
spot.
stuff.
Nobody, I didn't see anybody potty.
Good.
even if we have a rug and then we put a tarp over it, so it's padded, and then you have that plastic tarp over it.
You know, that is still something. If we have, if we have canopies, you can get tarps. And
I was just
they
thinking
are
sheets.
cooler than,
King size flat sheets.
And put that over it.
that's an option
And
too.
then wet it down.
So I'm
'Cause
looking
we
on
can just-
Amazon, and I'm finding an indoor-outdoor green artificial grass turf solid design runner. It's 2 foot 7 inches by 8 foot, $15.95. So times 4.
Yeah, but that's only 2 foot.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So you had
Oh, times 4,
4 of them. So 16 times 4 is
$64.
$64.
And then we'd need 4 of those, so you're still talking.
And you can buy them in different sizes.
So you're still talking $258. Yeah, see, that's the stuff I was coming up with.
Yeah. So they have like a 6 foot 6 by 9 foot 3 for $55.90. But I'm looking, it doesn't look like it's prime, so that means the shipping is gonna be too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was finding is all combined, it was running $200 to $300.
What about yoga mats? I mean, it doesn't have to be,
Oh, we could get those ones that lock together.
well, I looked at that, but then that's a lot of work to put them together and take them apart. But, I mean, like yoga mats, or like go to Academy and see what they've got for exercise mats, or
Those are usually $15 each.
just for the mat.
Just for
now?
the strips, yeah.
We got 2 of them in the house that we don't use.
I got one.
The cats does too.
Academy
for
has a
scratch
10 by 10 canopy for $40.
Academy does?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Did you hear that,
blue.
Catherine?
It's blue, but it's
Academy?
Academy has a canopy for,
10 by 10 for $40.
So we could get 2. I got about
It's on sale.
75 left. I'll check it out.
And what's Academy? Is that like the Academy Sports?
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
And we have folding chairs. Did we have tables here? Did you say there were tables in
I
there?
thought we had some
I think
folding
there's some,
tables.
isn't there some leaning up against the wall in there, like 3 or 4, maybe 3?
Or did you take them up to the other property?
No, I think we left some.
Because if we have some, then we could use those for the pet event and not have to purchase anything. I knew we had chairs.
Because we could use that for the pet event and for the night out too.
National Night Out, yeah, if we had tables. I was gonna donate bags, Walmart bags, just in case we needed.
That's that real heavy
The
duty
Scoopits.
wooden one. They're
No, I
real
thought there were
heavy.
some white ones, no? He
Yeah.
might have taken
Oh,
that.
there-
They might be up at the other place.
But we do have folding chairs, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Sauce.
there's some in this,
Oh, there aren't?
yeah, and they need to go. But yes, we do have folding chairs.
So I don't need to ask council for folding tables? A folding table, how many do you think we need
I don't.
for the microchipping events and the special pet events?
Well, we're doing
We
the.
surely have some.
I can have Chris.
I'm gonna send him a text message right now.
Well, we have one small one that we could
I'm sure.
It's
use
like
for that
a
night.
4x4.
Yeah.
That
We don't need it very big.
We don't need a big, it would be
Right.
nice to have 2, if we could have 1 to have
If nothing
people
else, I
signing
have
in.
one, you know, that folds in half.
Right.
And I know I've got
Welcome.
some.
Y'all are welcome to borrow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Yeah,
We
because
could
we
have
need
ones-
one for the person to set up who's doing the microchipping and one for, before that,
Right.
to register people right into the computer, because we were talking about
Mhm.
doing the
Right.
forms right into the computer. Okay. I don't think I have one anymore. I think ours is being used.
We'll get that 4x4 one.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have the big one anymore, do we? The like the 3x.
The white one?
Yeah,
I think so.
we have both of those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, that's actually the inventory of needed supplies, so we've actually covered that one. But discuss and/or possible action on volunteers to assist with the scheduled events in September. We have the microchipping on the 21st, 15th and 21st. We don't have to be at Penny Paws on the 21st in the afternoon. Or we do, Julie? Do you know?
We
Wednesday.
kind of sort of,
Or talk to. Well, probably.
I would say to make sure that we've set up, well, that's mostly where we want the shade and everything for people to be able to, they don't need our assistance, but, you know,
Oh, we were gonna
A
have some
clean
water.
Right.
yeah, that's for,
And-
you know, keeping everybody shaded
dogs
and
and the-
sitting and,
Yeah.
you know, feet not burning, so,
Okay,
yes.
because we were gonna do that.
Good night,
Okay, so.
everyone.
Have a good evening.
Good night.
So the microchip is on the 15th and 21st,
Yes,
and then Penny Paws is coming out on the 21st.
yes. The microchipping is 1 to 5 on the 15th and 9 to 1 on the 21st. And then Penny Paws is 3 to 5, I think it is. printed the
Have
calendar.
y'all checked out the website, the city website?
I did. It's taken
Not
me a
this
while
week.
to figure it out, but once I figure it out, I understand it.
Okay. It's basically done.
I get a
writing it
little
all down?
lost with having to look for animal control and then animal control meetings because
Well,
they're
it's-
not combined on the same page, so
They should be.
they're not.
No, it's the same information on 2 different pages.
No, the meetings aren't on the animal control page.
You have to click Animal Control Advisory Committee.
Oh,
You click
really?
the word.
And you click that? Because I know on the other page I click that and it takes me to them. Okay.
But I was gonna show y'all, I don't know if y'all had a chance.
So microchip on the 15th is 1 to 5 p.m.
PM.
Save that. And then on the 21st,
It's 9 to 1 a.m. 9 to 1 p.m. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
9 a.m.
And those are both here at the park.
Okay, good to know.
And Penny Paws is at the shops this time? Or is it at,
Last I heard, the shops. And
last I heard it was at the shops, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to show y'all this on animal control. So, if you go here under meetings, so it tells down here when all the meetings are.
Right.
And when you click on that, these will take you to the current year.
Yeah, no, I got that
Okay.
one.
So if you go up here under animal control. And you like how that downs?
Yes, I do.
Like, hey, over here. But you click on this.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't have known to do that.
There's your meetings, your events. I put volunteer
Okay.
opportunities. There's nothing in there yet. But I went ahead and put it on there. There's our events.
There you go, that's the
Okay,
So there you
fosters.
go.
there you go.
So for animal control, Chris's number, it didn't match what was in the newsletter.
This is his city
Cell
cell
phone?
phone.
Okay.
Did you get a newsletter?
Well, this is but for
We
March.
didn't have, yeah, we
Oh,
didn't
March.
have
Oh,
it.
okay.
So there's a new newsletter that's coming out,
Okay.
and it'll have his updated
Okay.
contact info.
Awesome.
Cool.
And so, yeah, I gotta figure out how to maybe put it like click here or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
And then under lost and found, this is pulling up, this is a direct feed from Pet Tango. So
Right.
as long as Pet Point's up to date, this is up to date.
Okay.
Oh, look, we only have 2.
Yeah, somebody said 2 got adopted.
Yes.
Well, you did. Yeah.
So Heroes, Sapphire and Max. But
Okay.
these 2, Myra and Hero are the 2. And this is apparently working, the Pet Tango, because some of the calls that have come in have been as a result of seeing them.
Okay.
So I
Awesome.
know it's working.
So with, I know this is probably jumping with the foster rescue program. So let's say we took in Miss Julie's cat. What would be the procedures as a foster from there?
They have to fill out. Do we have a form yet?
We do have a form.
I
I think
did
we
the
do.
application,
Yeah.
but I already did that.
So really, the only fosters that we have been utilizing really are people on the committee or on the council.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is the city will provide the food and the cat litter if it's a cat.
Right, yeah.
So we will order, we'll have it here, you need supplies, you come by, Chris gives you whatever it is that you need. The intent.
And that's on Trello. Let somebody, if they need something else, let somebody know. Why?
I tried. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Easy.
But, so it's kind of up to the volunteers to stay on top of that. If they need something, let us know.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris is gonna monitor what we have as far as food and litter and everything, and make sure we have stuff on hand, because it's an ongoing thing. We're
Right.
always gonna need it.
Yeah.
But we have not opened up the foster program outside of the committee yet, and we can probably do that. We just need to make sure that Cassandra is okay with whatever the form is that we have.
Yeah, thought we already sent the form by her. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Or was that for volunteers too? I'll have to look at the forms again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did because we were talking about the closed-toed shoes and jewelry, and you're responsible for your own well-being, and it has to be over what, age 16
And
or
that
something
was
like
that was
that.
in the application that we filled out. So there was a
Right,
page
and
that
then
had
there's
all
a
the
page,
rules.
right,
Yep.
that you keep in a page that goes home for your refrigerator.
So like her kitten is little and it's not able to get fixed or anything like that. That's what we're asking also.
Because it's not 2 pounds yet, so we take it home. We take care of it day to day until it
Do we-
hits 2 pounds. Then once it's 2 pounds, what do we do from there?
Well, it can't be spayed or neutered until it's 2 pounds.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
So as long as it is in city custody,
Mm-hmm.
once it reaches that weight, Chris will make an appointment with Brooks.
Okay.
We take them, we get them spayed, neutered.
Related.
We provide our chip.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do that for free.
Mm-hmm.
And get whatever vaccinations are needed, and then we can put them up for adoption.
Okay.
You just have to go through the city to
Right,
do
yeah.
that.
Exactly.
It's just like,
Okay.
And let everybody know.
right.
For cats.
Yeah.
So you guys are mainly interested in the cats and the
Right.
TNR?
Yeah,
and
our
stuff
neighbor just brought us one, and she's 5 weeks old.
Because we need to keep track of them also and where they're at,
Okay.
which animals are at which place. That's one thing we were talking about, and the same with the dogs. You know, who has which dogs?
Right.
And
Yeah, because Chris has
And
to put
finding
all of that
homes.
in.
Information in, yeah.
Into
Okay.
the system
Right.
so that,
So like, what, last week, our neighbor knocked on our door and said, "Hey, look, I found this kitten. You're the only one that I know that has cats, so here you go."
isn't that nice?
Right? So I'm not gonna turn it away. But she's a little cutie. So then I just call you guys, or who do I call to say, "Hey"?
It would have to get entered into, so the pet point is set up for the cats also, right?
Sure, it's for all animals.
Okay, so who would they contact to, or would they just go ahead and enter it in pet point?
I
How
don't
many have we
know if
authorized to
they
go in?
can input. Why do we not have minutes from July 11th?
We didn't have a meeting, I don't believe.
On the 11th?
July?
I
We have
wasn't,
an audio, so we obviously had a meeting,
I wasn't here by then.
but I don't have the minutes up. Okay, because it appears on the agenda, we were talking about,
Oh, we don't have minutes for those.
no, this is
Animal
city
control.
council meeting.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Well, because I found where we
Okay.
talked about it here. I was
Right.
looking to see what went to on the council. It says here, 8A, discussing our possible action on recruiting fosters and volunteers and creating a waiver form.
And we went over the form, and Cassandra went over it too.
Okay, so we just need to get the minutes from that. Okay, I'll send Catherine a message.
Or Cassandra went over it.
So I just need to know, who do I contact from there to have the kitten put into the system?
Chris is always your contact. So even, so that cat,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get Chris to come out tomorrow and do an intake on it.
Okay.
If it's
But
gonna
we were
become,
going to try to avoid having all the different volunteers contacting Chris directly.
and I missed that. So whatever y'all's procedures are that you
The
came
only
up
thing
with,
is that
he does.
Catherine's not going to be here tomorrow.
she's not here
so-
tomorrow.
And he would need to take a picture though. He's
He
gotta
needs
take
pictures.
a picture and,
Right.
and,
So normally Catherine would be the point of contact.
Okay,
For
Catherine.
for that. She's not going to be here tomorrow.
That's right.
So I would
So,
recommend
right.
you just
The
Just
call
kitten's
Chris.
not even 2
Or
weeks.
just call Chris.
Okay.
You know, and tell him that you have a cat that needs, or cats that need to be input into the
Yeah.
pet point.
Right.
And just ask him when's a good time for him to come over.
Yeah.
He's really busy. That's why we're trying to
Right.
Right.
avoid too many people contacting him during the day.
Yeah.
It makes it
see-
hard for him.
Or just, I mean, would it be easier
call him or text him?
Probably
Either way.
text.
Probably text.
Either way?
Yeah,
Okay.
texting is probably.
Text-
Okay, because then that he could answer it at any time he wants
Yeah.
to, you know,
At his
and
leisure.
put it on his little agenda.
Because the kitten
So.
is about 5 to 6 weeks old. It's nowhere near 2 pounds anyways.
Yeah, and if it goes into Pet Point, then all of us get notified anyway.
Right.
And one of the points was is that if we don't know about something, if somebody on this committee doesn't know about something and then somebody asks us a question about it, it's really frustrating because we don't have an
Right.
answer for them.
Yep.
And we're supposed to.
Right. I agree
Right.
with that one.
Because if
So that's why Trello or something, you know, if you don't have the patience for Trello, text me and
I
I'll
can't-
put it into Trello.
I can't set the app up on my phone because I don't know my iCloud address.
You should just be able to automatically download
You would
it
think.
without having that. Wow.
Yeah, because we were debating if we wanted to enroll the kitten in through Sandy Oaks or Helotes.
Well, if you have the ability to send it through somebody else,
I would
go
say do it.
send
Do
it.
it.
Because
Okay.
that just saves money for,
You guys.
know, for the city, for when we need it, for, you
Right.
know, we've got the dogs or we've got, you know, whatever.
Okay,
But,
because that's what,
yeah,
I mean, we
anytime
don't
that
want
that's
to
the-
overstep nobody's toes
No.
on any
No,
of
no,
this,
no.
you know.
And and the issue is Helotes is more established than we are. We're still
Right.
growing, we're still
Yeah.
trying
Right.
to develop all this, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's,
So,
that's
we'll
what
take-
we've done in the past with, you know, if we had any cats or, you know, Lynette had, you know, picked up or from whenever. Yeah, we got it through, I've delivered multiple sets to Austin. I took one to Helotes, or 3 to Helotes. So, yeah, if we
Awesome.
can have, if we, that's one of the things on our agenda.
Oh, sorry.
Is about, it's okay, baby. It's
That's
okay.
quite all right, you know.
Because we
It's an
had this
advisory
question.
committee, so if we kind of go back and forth, well, we don't have to abide by absolutely everything that the
Right.
council
So-
But
does.
yeah, if you have the ability and find somebody that will, you know, will take
Or-
it,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Even after Chris has taken, you know, done his intake, if you know that there's a rescue that has room for it, then you just say, you
We're
know,
going to transfer it
we're
from one to
right.
the
boom,
yeah.
and they've got it, and if they can even fix it, you know, have it
Yeah.
spay or neutered or
Because we
whatever.
did that with
What-
ACS. We took a cat from ACS and put it in Helotes, and I fostered that cat
Yeah.
because she was an older cat. So
Now, another question, since we're talking about this and everything, say we do everything through Helotes and we put it on their website, can we also put it on your website for adoption?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? Why, is
I
there
mean,
any
it'd be-
reason why we wouldn't be able to?
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to.
Well, it's just
Because,
out of our hands by that point.
right,
Yeah, it's
because
not in
everything
our
goes to
custody.
Helotes.
Oh, because it's not in our
Yeah.
custody.
It's not in our
Yeah.
custody.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, okay.
Okay, slap my hand.
That's right.
just wondering,
That's why.
you know.
And in regards to the, I meant to ask Catherine that real quick before she left. In regards to the microchip clinic, just jumping back real quick. Is it cash only? Are we able to accept credit card or should we do cash only? Because it's $10 for the microchip.
We're gonna have to do cash only for now. We don't have.
Okay. We need to
Set
put
up
that on
for
the
that.
website.
We have a means to receive money if you're paying a ticket through the court, but that's the only way that we have to do that right now. It might be, you know what? We did talk with, that was one of the conditions with the bank RFQ that we did, was that they had to offer a point of sale option. I don't know if we have that or not.
So what are those little white thingies that hook up into the phone and then you
That's
just
Foursquare.
It's
Yeah.
called a square. yeah.
Square.
Yeah, square.
so
But that's, I think, what the bank was gonna give to the city to use.
okay.
So I
Because
need to-
that's the 15th is the first microchip
that's,
clinic
next weekend. Oh, wow. This coming weekend.
this
Yeah,
coming
this
weekend.
Is it On a Sunday?
Sunday, yes.
Yeah, it's on a Sunday.
And then the next one
That's
is on
okay.
a Saturday.
Are you busy?
Yeah, next weekend is gonna be a busy weekend for us.
Okay, so we'll check with Catherine, but otherwise
We'll
we'll leave
split
that
our
as
forces.
cash only if we have to for now.
No, Saturday.
check.
Saturday is the birthday party.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Okay, back to animals. I wanted to get that one figured out. So, possible volunteers to assist with the microchip clinic.
I can volunteer on the 15th and the 21st.
You're right.
The 15th I might dip out early. Around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'll leave. But I can at least volunteer from 1 to, let's say, 3:30.
Can you come like maybe
Or,
12?
Or earlier.
yeah,
or so,
and
a
help
little earlier
set
to set
up,
up.
and yes.
Yeah, we could come earlier. We both can. I'll stay later.
Mm-hmm.
So who is doing the actual microchipping on Saturday?
I can.
Lynette, and she's bringing two
Oh,
of her people that,
Do it all.
knows how to do it. Okay.
Oh, she is.
then.
So then we'll need to have somebody to help enter into computer.
I'm gonna
Yes.
have my
Okay.
daughter coming home, and I'm already volunteered my son, and so
To come on the 15th
come
and the 21st?
they will be wherever I'm at, and
Wherever
wherever I
you
need
tell 'em to
them,
go, right?
wherever I need them, they
Yep.
know. So,
So, what we can do is either bring my computer or Catherine's laptop, and we have a little Wi-Fi thing.
Mhm.
So we can hook up and have somebody sitting at the table actually doing the registrations.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to figure out the flow, because I know somebody said you enter it and then you have to wait before you actually update the registration or something. I'm not quite sure how that works. So, did we want to do a form?
I don't know, I'm
See-
still, go ahead, baby.
I know last time we was talking about having them fill out like a little note card and then handing it to the person just sitting there doing that.
Right, entering
Was
it.
we still gonna do that?
That's what we had talked about doing, having
Would you
just a little
say-
form for them to fill out, somebody to, or they can just automatically tell the person at the computer, but doing it on a spreadsheet so that Chris would have the information put into the computer.
So, I'm
Just
just gonna
just a
show
spreadsheet,
you
the information that's
here.
needed.
Cause to me, that'd be easier than trying to listen to the person tell you.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
only time we would need to have that is people that didn't understand the form. You can fill it out ahead of time, or we can do it for
So we
you.
need some clipboards for them to
So-
stand there.
I might have a couple.
We can do this form. I can create a form very easily on the city
Name,
website.
address,
Where,
email,
and we
yep.
put in, we can create the form with whatever information you want.
Right.
yeah.
Then have the person type it
Type it.
in themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, type it in themselves.
Well, we
Then
can
that
type it.
form gets saved, it gets submitted, and we have that. We can go look at all the form responses.
So we need
okay.
everything on that form that's needed for,
Including the microchip ID number.
Right.
So.
that's needed for microchip.
I gotta figure that out, because once you submit it, then it's submitted. We can create a form on, whatever you want it to say.
Mickey, where will these be put into? Where will they eventually get
They
put
go
into?
into
Where
that
is
point.
it? Okay,
They will be input into that point.
Question.
and then and then for registering?
Yes,
This is for the
That-
microchip and registering.
Yeah, but that does it through Pet Point also?
oh.
I'm just wondering, what's the end
See,
result?
we
So that
had
way,
to have
we
the
can think
microchip.
about it, we can troubleshoot it a little, because I thought
Beforehand.
about, if there was a way to make a form, and then I thought, yeah, but then, we talked a little bit about that the
Yeah.
other time, that then all of that would have to be transposed into and, even cutting and pasting, and Chris is busy, and so,
I think that's why
We're just
we had
trying to think
decided
of-
to do like a spreadsheet that just had all the information that Chris would need.
I'm just curious,
or
Mhm.
Where is
they
it going
out.
to go? Where's the registering part?
The
And
other
is it
issue is, do we,
possible-
Looking up there, I don't have to look up there. I
Just
looked
to
up
put
here.
it, just to put it directly into the registering part?
Right.
You know, if that's possible.
And-
I'm just
and
very
that was-
curious how many people we're going to have.
right,
You know, in my head, I've been having nightmares since.
the
My
beginning,
mind
are we
is
gonna be
always
overflowing, or are we
Yeah,
gonna have
Are
nobody?
we gonna be sitting there and thinking, you know what, on the next one, we might wanna just change the hours to
2
make
hours.
them, yeah, a couple less, you know? So,
The
yeah,
other reason we were gonna have somebody else do the input, like one of us or one of your kids or something do the input, was so that not everybody and his brother was touching the
Exactly.
laptops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was the reason, it was security of the laptop.
Okay,
So we could do the input and then somebody
let me have
behind us
Chris check
do
on that
the other
tomorrow.
part.
Okay,
You know, so that's what I would think.
Would you give an opportunity for someone to register online and say, hey, I want to make this appointment? So on the website, you know, microchip clinic coming out on this day, pre-register here, and then, you know, give them
well,
an
that's an
option.
idea for somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
Maybe not this particular
No,
clinic,
but down the road.
but
they
maybe the
can-
next set of clinics.
Right, they can probably prepay if possible, if they don't have cash, or we can put it cash only. But they can put in their information. And then when they get to the actual clinic, they say, hey, I already pre-registered. Okay, please go stand in that line over there. And then somebody can scroll down, okay, hi, Mr.
yeah, I thought
Jones.
about that.
You know.
Having people, giving them the ability to make appointments.
Maybe not this session,
But
but
next.
because
I mean,
that's this
we'll
week,
get a
but
feel
next
for it.
week, I
This'll
think.
be like the first
Right.
pep
The
talk,
train
you
wreck.
know, we'll know best practices after this one.
Do we sink or swim?
We got a week to fix it, you know,
Well, I was
after
gonna tell
that.
you, when we had Wellness on Wheels come out here, it was no big deal. We did them here in the park,
Mhm.
or we did them at where J&S Smokehouse is, so it was shaded. There, you know, it was more comfortable. And we didn't have any issue with moving things along, you know.
Mhm.
Nobody
Yeah.
was aggravated. We didn't have, I mean, we had a steady stream, but not, you know, long lines. Not like what y'all had
The other, yeah.
with
A couple of weeks
Pentecost.
ago.
Okay. What are we gonna do about the cash? Are we gonna have a designated, are y'all,
Treasurer.
as the city, okay with whoever is in that spot? I don't know if you're, CJ, are going to be available that day.
I'm
You
gonna
know, if you
be,
want it to be,
I can be available for a couple of hours. We need to have a cash bag
Mhm.
or a
We have a
Cash
box.
We have
cash
a box.
Yeah.
Catherine can, that she
So when
uses for
they're-
petty cash.
So when they register, then they can pay at that time.
And so what we'll do is we need to take all the chips and group them like in bundles of 10, let's say.
Mhm.
And then we'll hand out bundles of 10. So for every bundle handed out, then we expect $100 back on that. And that's how we keep track, just the inventory of it that way. That should be easy. I can help out. I certainly will be available to help out on Saturday.
And then who's gonna be responsible for the money to get to where it needs to go afterwards?
Catherine,
Okay.
she has to log it, she has to put it in QuickBooks, she has to go to the bank, make a deposit.
Okay.
So if she's not here that day, then
Where does it go?
Well, we'll lock it up.
we'll lock it up
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
until
not a
she is
problem.
here.
Yeah, that's just,
Good, good, good.
Okay, so we're doing the 15th here at the
15th.
city park from 1 to 5.
From 1 to
Yes.
5.
Okay.
and
And then we're
And
doing
the-
the 21st at the city park from 9 to 1.
Right.
Okay. Did we get a 4th Sunday commitment from Pentecost yet?
We don't have that commitment yet. Or we don't, do we? You haven't heard. The last I heard was we don't have that commitment and don't put it on the.
And I
Because the
thought
day they
and
gave
I
us
thought
is
she
not the
said
fourth
that we
Sunday.
did, so I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
She,
y'all
s-
have- y'all
she
have the
said
green
she was
hand up.
going to check
Yeah.
again with them because there was some confusion on that.
And that's this.
Because they said the fourth Sunday, and then that is not a fourth Sunday.
So
The
yeah, I
21st?
think that they were gonna
Well, I
do
thought they
that
were gonna
date,
try
and
it
then
to
they were
see.
going to go into
The fourth Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Saturday.
Yeah, but she told me, she texted me and had me text Mickey and have it.
I pulled it off
that
the
pulled
website.
off the website.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to verify it before they went anywhere with
And
that.
that is from 12.
Mickey, those with the dogs, like Chase on there, the bulldog, can those be removed? Because
Where are you
he
talking?
went back home on the website, on your
Oh,
computer.
Catherine does this. I can take it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because he's home again.
the big
Sounds
bulldog,
Yes,
bad.
ma'am.
Sapphire's gone.
Doesn't it say return to owner?
No, it just
Oh, it
says
doesn't?
currently impounded. Those aren't currently impounded.
Yeah. I thought somewhere it said that. Oh, it's the Trello board that it says that.
Yeah.
That he
But
was
Catherine had
returned.
been manually doing that, there's really no need.
What the?
Okay, so that's those. Penny Paws. The September 28th event
Is Healthy Pet.
is Healthy Pets with Dr. Bowman and Megan from Healthy Pets. And I don't know, y'all got one of these?
Yeah, we got
The one thing I noticed about this is it's not in both Spanish and English.
Right.
I don't care. I'm gonna take some anyways.
So,
Hand it out to our little area.
yeah, hand it out or take a picture and put it on Facebook or whatever.
Yep, that too.
They do microchipping, but if I remember right, their microchipping is like $40.
Right.
I think that's what my notes said. She doesn't have it on here because we already, well, she does down here, but we had already told them that we have our own microchip clinic. And that's gonna be here at the park, so we need to know if there are people who can show up that
Yeah,
day.
because we told them
We would be
that
here.
we would be
Helping out.
helping, we would be putting out, we would be advertising, we would be making it an event.
And putting out literature and stuff. Were we still gonna have literature to put out? Lynette had talked about getting some various
Oh.
literature to pass out at that event.
Did you put out on your calendar for the the October, for the night out?
No,
We do
not
need
yet.
to get some more advertising for that.
The night out.
Mm-hmm. Mark the night out.
And National Night Out, I've forgotten the day of National
It's the
Night Out.
first
That's what I thought I heard.
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday, the first.
October
October
1st.
1st.
And the question was
Sorry. Yes, I did.
if,
And that was from
What
5 p.m. to,
I don't have it on me, we'd have to ask. I think it's 5 p.m. to 9.
I'll just put that.
Mickey, National Night Out.
Yes.
It's on the 1st at what times?
5 to 8
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
So if,
at the shop.
At the shops.
at the shops, yeah. So if we want to do, if you wanted to or had some literature for TNR, cats, whatever, and we wanted to pull together some literature about the microchipping and penny paws, I hope by then we have a confirmation on penny paws when they're gonna keep coming. And Dr. Bowman said they would, if, depending on the
Turnout.
turnout,
Good.
they would be willing to come every couple of months.
On the National Night Out, if we can possibly have the option of volunteers or more
To sign up
fosters
volunteers?
to sign up
Absolutely.
and have a sign up if you're interested in volunteering, sign here, name, phone number, email.
Mhm.
And
And
then
we'll get you the forms.
Exactly, exactly.
that'd be nice to have.
So the city is going to be giving away hot dogs
For National Night
at
Out?
National Night Out. So
Okay.
free food usually brings them in. We'll get you guys set up next to that.
Yeah, if we have some of that, we have some of the cat literature, the TNR, and we have some of the city information on animal control, that we have one, because people still don't think we're a city, or that we have a marshal, or that we have an animal control officer.
So with that,
And some information on
do we have the
I
true
don't know,
catch
animal
traps?
They are not here yet.
information.
I know, they were so backlogged.
Yeah, it says like 6 weeks or so on their website.
I think it was
Because I
8.
tried to
I
order
think it was
one.
8 when we tried to order.
Yeah, I tried to order one.
Yeah.
And it worked. But with the whole TNR, so like what ACS has, Miss Fumiko is like the lead person of the TNR crew. And she's the one that gives out her number, her office and cell phone
And what's her
number.
name?
Miss Fumiko. I don't know her last name, or if that is her last
Because
name.
we were working with a gal named Danica.
Danica. But she's the one that I get my vouchers from. If I need to borrow traps, I let her know, hey, I need to borrow some traps. But my point is there going to be a designated person that people can call or talk to or reach out
TNR?
for TNR? Because I got a out-of-state phone number, so it's a 719 area code instead of a 210. I was wondering if that would throw people off, and then have a TNR person say, okay, hi, Mrs. Smith, what can I help you with? I have 5 cats around my house, I need them gone. Then we educate them, tell them that they're not going to leave, but we can get them fixed. And then schedule a date to run out there, trap them, TNR them, and bring them back.
I wouldn't think that it would be a big deal with your phone number being like that. I mean, people are used
If
to it
it's on
nowadays.
if it's a
that-
mobile phone,
Yeah,
it's-
they're gonna try it. If they want help,
Yeah.
they're going to try the number.
and it should be toll free. I mean, that days of toll charges are pretty much gone.
Right,
Wait, for TNR?
yeah.
Because if we're going to microchip them and everything, doesn't it still have to?
Well,
We
the
do not-
TNR,
We do not microchip TNR.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking
Right,
about
just
TNR for the
TNR.
feral cats.
Somebody
Yeah.
says, I have 5
Feral
cats,
cats.
I need them trapped.
Right,
Okay,
and then
you're
we
talking
schedule a
ferals.
date to run out to their property, set the traps, because I can always borrow 2 from Helotes. That's my max that I can borrow from Helotes.
We have 2 or 3. They're not the true catch.
Right,
Oh,
they're
okay.
the silver-
Spring loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do have those. I've used them. They work.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Probably
Okay.
scares the what
So
out of
the-
the cat, but
The TNR is going to be separate from Chris's duties.
it's, again, I think we need to also do intake on TNR. How do we know if it's a successful program if we're not tracking it?
He
Right.
can come to my house. I got 8 to 9 of them around my property right now. So,
So we probably do need to look at refining
I mean,
that.
even if you take
Because
a
don't we
picture
need-
and just submit it to Chris,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Yeah, because don't we
He
need to
doesn't-
register cat colonies? Don't we need to know where the cat
Yes.
colonies are in the city?
yeah,
We do.
because mine's through Feral Cat Coalition.
So we would just keep track of all
They
that.
know I have one, but they don't know how many. They don't know how often I catch.
Because I
So-
don't know much at all about the TNR program, so
So I think it's
How do
important
we
that
need
they
to
go through intake.
Like you said, every animal that is,
That he touches that comes through the cities
that's what I
Needs to
was
be-
wondering.
yeah.
documented.
So even though it's
That
feral
way
cat,
we
it
have
would still need to go
statistics
through.
that, you know, we.
That's what we need. We need to be able
When I
to
was
show
looking at
people
stuff.
This is
what we're doing
Yeah,
and how
I'll
effective
check
it
out
is.
the house.
So then the outcome of it would be released to such and such
Address
feral
and
cat
release.
colony.
I would have to look and see how it's currently set up. I know there's probably.
Yeah, I know.
Because I know there's a way to do it through where it's
It's, yeah,
listed as so-and-so's feral cat
Yeah.
colony or this address
Right.
feral
I think
cat
I
colony.
printed it off, but I didn't bring it.
But I don't know on Pet Point how to do that.
Mickey, will Chris be attending any of these events?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
There is an outcome called release.
Okay.
Yes.
Release to cat colony and then the address. And then maybe a
That can be
contact
put
name.
on comments and notes or wherever.
Mhm.
And then it would need
And how many?
noted that it's trap neutered.
Yeah,
Yep.
TNR.
And now do they do shots instead?
Yeah,
For
they're
them.
vetted.
I mean, they do the full
Yeah.
scale shots
Mhm.
and the neutering and everything.
But once
Yep.
we catch them once, then my next question is, okay, am I supposed to trap them
No.
every 3 years? For
No, we just do it the one time.
That's
and
it.
Their ear is tipped and
then
their
that's-
You're
history.
done.
They're back out there.
Right. So,
Okay.
That's it.
but educating people, like telling them, yes, these cats are going to go back to your general
Area.
area. So if you can put out, straps for them or something, that will be
And there's going to be
Nice.
people that are going to say they do not
Exactly.
want their
Right.
those
Right.
animals
so
back
then
over
it's
there.
like,
Then they need
Then
to.
where
where's
we
an
take 'em.
alternative? Right.
Yeah.
The alternative would be my place, but then I'll have about 50-something cats around my place. And
So
I don't
what we
think
need for
everybody will like-
TNR is we need Chris has to know about it to do intake.
Okay. He needs to come to my house and have some coffee and sit and take some pictures of some kids.
Give him some cookies right now.
Right.
Got gobs of that.
And scheduling of
Right.
the
How are we gonna take a picture of little Pee-wee?
somebody hold him.
No, he's underneath the house.
Oh,
He only
no.
comes out at night.
Oh, wow.
Do what you can
Capture.
Maybe that picture that I have.
So
is
then
an
we
old
need to
one
contact
of him that
for
was in the
TNR
cage.
program.
Yeah.
That's the only one I have of him.
So did you guys want to be the contact in Sandy Oaks for TNR program?
Sure.
Yep. Because they can. The best thing to do is like text me or call me and leave a message. I
Right.
do work full time, but at least I can review my messages and say, okay, I can come out with 2 traps on this time, this date, and get with that individual. And
And
then,
then they'd still have to be turned over to Chris.
right, I can
So
take
you'd have to
pictures.
coordinate with Chris.
Right, we will take them to ACS, get them fixed through ACS because they do it for me for free. So,
We get vouchers from him, so.
and Miss Fumiko gives me the vouchers, and then I just take them there, get them fixed, bring them back, let him know if they were male or female, and let Chris notate it, and then, hey, they're gonna go back to this address where
Yeah,
I
because
picked them
he'd
up
have
at.
to have, like, maybe there's a TNR intake form that you guys could create or
yeah.
something to give to Chris.
When we go home, remind me to look on my desk for that one that I
Okay.
found.
But that's one of the things that when you have that on National Night Out or whenever you're gonna speak to the community, you want to teach them what to do or enable them to, be able to do this. Because it can't be done just by
Just
One
yeah.
person,
No.
So
right.
that's the thing, it's education, like the class Mickey and Lynette and I were at. They're teaching, you want to teach the community what to do.
Yep.
So that they can do it, because to have it all done by the 2 of you
Right.
is
Oh, yeah,
just
and they
not
still have to
even-
be
Where did you
registered
go
through
to
Chris,
for
so
your class?
somehow there has to be
I
information.
went through Feral Cat Coalition.
Yeah.
They have like
We did that.
twice a month. They host free classes at like the local libraries there. That's
So
why-
maybe you can have a handout that's on that
Right,
information.
that's what I was just thinking.
That, and we've put it on
Yeah.
next door before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep,
put
I
it on there.
posted them on
But I
there.
mean, to
Yeah, we
have
have
it for the events,
night,
to have
yeah.
it for National Night Out or any of the events we do.
Yeah. And the upcoming classes and stuff like
they
that.
And then they can
And-
be able to get vouchers, and
Right.
they can be able to get rent traps,
Yeah.
and once the traps come into the city, then they can go ahead and rent a trap from the city.
And if they need help trapping, because they have a
A large.
hard one.
Or have questions
Yeah.
about it, then they
Right.
can reach out to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we want to,
We want to teach them.
exactly.
To get them to come
Okay.
to us.
That's kind of
not us
what
going to
we're
them.
going to be doing with the dogs.
Right.
Is what vaccinations do your dogs need? What care do they need? What's going to happen, with the spay and neuter program? What's going to happen with the strays that are on the street?
Right.
Yeah, you want to give them information. That way they're informed, and when you tell them, this is how trap and neuter works, or trap and release, it means they come back to
Your area.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
area.
Right.
And so,
And if
the
they
same
don't want that, then they're
information-
going to have to then we're going to have an alternative for that.
Okay,
Because
because I was
I can
thinking-
guarantee you there's going to be some
But
disabled, some
they gotta
seniors
re-
and stuff
right,
that do
and-
not
and
want
there's where
cats
we
in their
have to-
yards.
Yeah, there's where we had to talk to them like they told you and everything. You take one cat away, another one will come.
And
you
take its
know.
territory.
And exactly
So-
what you were taught in those classes, and we,
Yeah.
we learned, Mickey, that's exactly what you're going to teach the
Right.
community.
Teach them.
Yeah.
No
Have my
more, no
tablet
less, and
Mhm.
exactly what they taught
Because
us.
I can tell you right now, if there was a cat that started showing up at my house, it would be gone. You guys would either come get it or it would be gone.
And then
No
I was
cats.
thinking, okay, having a little colony here at the park, if it 100% cannot go back to the house it came from, would you have an area somewhere in the park that can have a little,
It would be something to discuss, because I know there's feral cats
There
that
will be
come
no
in here.
animals in the park, Louis.
Okay.
Not happening.
But we do have cats that come in here,
We
feral
have
cats that come in here.
But we are not gonna encourage a colony in here.
Oh,
This
okay.
needs to be a pet-free zone,
that
with
works?
the exception of a possible dog park in the future.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, makes sense.
Have a little gated area with a bunch of dog toys, and that'd be nice.
That
Well-
scares me.
Well, there's always problems with it, but I've seen some really
I
nice
think
stuff
we got ways to go.
where that happens.
Yeah, once we have all the dogs in the neighborhood microchipped and all of them have rabies tags and shots, and yeah, we gotta wait. Baby steps.
All right, discuss and/or possible action on foster rescue program. We've already discussed the form.
On my part on that one, CJ, was for us to work on moving towards, like we just discussed, if you've got Helotus to reach out to and they'll take the cats, then we need to move them on out. If we've got rescues for dogs, if we've got dogs that we're holding on to, that we picked up, and we have a list of fosters that we can reach out to and say, hey, can you hold this dog for, then we can get a rescue that will take that dog. They will, vet it, they will do,
They'll do all the
everything,
work.
all the work, exactly. If we have someone that will foster it for a little bit until they can move it on out. That way, it's off the city's plate, and we don't have to worry about, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
now we gotta sit on this one for a
We are
month or.
probably 2 months out from having our facility open.
Okay.
The unit itself is here. We're waiting on the septic to be engineered, and then of course the electrical and the water. Once we have the engineer plan from the septic, then that goes to the engineer for
The electric.
water and electric. We still gotta drain that tank and get it moved out. So yeah, we're shooting for sometime in October, hopefully before the end of October, to have that unit up and running.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and it would be good to know, like on Trello, I have columns for the foster rescue adoptions, because I don't even know where all these animals go. I don't have a clue.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I know Oak Hills, but I know Catherine had a couple of dogs, Gus had a couple of dogs,
Michelle had.
and then somebody said something about Austin and San Antonio Humane Society, and we need to slowly make a list of who are all the individual fosters that we can reach out to, and the rescues and stuff, because
Especially the
for both
rescues.
cats and dogs.
Right.
Because if y'all went out of town and I got tapped for it, I'd have no clue.
Right,
I really would have absolutely no clue who the contacts are.
right.
Or, you know, and if we get more volunteers involved, they're gonna need the same information, you know. I have down here that
Have you?
Max went back into Oak Hills. Is Max finally done at Oak Hills now?
I'm sorry, ask the question.
Is Max finally done at Oak Hills now?
Max is gone. Max
He's
was
gone.
adopted.
Okay, that's not what my last note said.
We have two, Hero, they're both at Catherine's house.
And the other ones start with the M.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you guys know about God's Dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a rescue that specializes in getting dogs adopted, and they come in and they'll go into like the large humane societies and pull dogs from the euthanasia list, and then rehome them and relocate them to increase
I
their.
do think somebody told me something about that.
But God's Dogs should be put on your guys' list as a contact.
Well, and they're great for, I mean, again, if we have people who are willing to foster,
Do you know
then they will
Tiffany?
jump on, no.
No.
But they will jump on, you know, yeah, we'll take it under us if you've got somebody that will foster. And then, you know, they'll send the foster form to them, so that person fills out the foster form for them.
So she lives on the other side of Mathis, and the other side of down
Who?
New Mathis, Tiffany.
Is that
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
DeLeon?
But Tiffany does,
Yeah, I think so.
She's been really helpful.
yeah. But she's an affiliate with God's Dogs.
Ah,
So
okay.
she might have a foot into that, like I have a foot in with Helotus. So she
Well, no,
might,
she's told me in the past that they will take small dogs and they transport up north.
Right.
yeah,
But they have to be small dogs.
Yeah.
okay.
See, now I show 3 dogs listed here as of what date? After September 5th.
Do you have
I show that there's 2 medium-sized dogs for September 27th, and I don't have a name on that one. And then on Thursday, October 10th, I have Bailey, Max, and Hero.
Max is gone.
And Michelle knows that?
Oh, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that.
Because-
What I'm saying is that there are only 2 dogs listed in here, Myra and Hero, and those 2 are at Catherine. Catherine's fostering those 2. I thought Gus had a dog.
Gus has a dog. See, that's the thing. Chris or Gus will have to get pictures of Princess. That's the one that Gus has. And then Michelle has down Thursday, October 10th at 1 p.m. appointments for Bailey, the one that she's fostering, Max, and Hero
So what we
for
need-
October 10th. And then, so I don't know how many dogs there are, because that's 5. 6. No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this says 2 medium-sized dogs. I'll have to have her clarify that one. Because I don't know if that means that they have room for 2 medium-sized dogs or what. It doesn't say. And I don't even have Myra on my list.
She's the little black and white one on the picture you posted.
So if Gus has Princess and Catherine has Myra and Hero. And then Michelle has Bailey. That's 4 right there. You don't have any, right?
No, I-
You don't know of any others?
I have my own.
I have my own.
And a kitten.
No, I don't have that kitten. That kitten, a lady has it, and she's trying to rehome it. And
Oh.
I just had reached out and said, you know, please have that cat fixed before you give it away. And so she just said she found it at the Dollar General.
Yeah, so I show 4 dogs. We'll have to check and see which ones.
Yeah, and the way Michelle made it sound, they all are eventually going someplace. As long as the appointments stay standing and don't get canceled because of
That's what I was confused.
over occupancy.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering about.
Okay, Gus has Princess.
Princess.
Julie doesn't have any. Catherine has Hero and Myra.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle has
Bill.
White Boy.
Bailey.
Hmm?
Bailey.
Bill?
Bailey.
Bailey?
It says White Boy.
Oh. She wrote down on her thing here, Bailey is her foster. And the appointments are under her name for October 10th.
Just looking in here. So we only have 7 fosters listed. So yeah, there's 4 animals out there right now that are being fostered.
When you say 7, is that all of us?
It's not these 2. It's not her.
Well,
You, Gus, me, Catherine, Lynette, Michelle. Yeah, Gus, Julie, Catherine, Lynette, Michelle, and me.
That's
not
6.
7. That's 6, because Catherine's got 2 dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
That we need to close
But
out.
right now we have 4 total.
So when we get an opening, I'll let, I guess, you know,
An opening for,
For kittens.
for a kid. I'll just say, hey, we have an opening. If you have any currently,
We'll do it to
Yeah.
Catherine.
yep, we can do it to Catherine too.
And I'm assuming Animal Control 25 is Chris? Or is it Gus?
I don't know.
Or is it Michelle?
These are the
No, it's not
I
Michelle.
think it's Chris.
It's got to be Chris. Because it says, I just noticed I will not be here on the 27th of September.
That's
I will be
Chris.
out of state. Is anyone willing to take them to Austin? But I don't know who them is because the 2 medium dogs are scheduled for the 27th.
We have a dog at Oak Hills.
Which dog's that?
Tatiana.
Okay,
Border Collie Terrier American Pit Bull.
okay, so that's 5
It's a
dogs.
new arrival.
Do you have a picture?
It says it has a photo.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's 5 dogs then that we have right now.
When did we get that one?
On the 6th.
So this is what I was
Spray.
talking about. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
You have the foster home, you know, the person's name, the ID, that, this is
No
nice.
person
Let's see.
signed.
And then, tells you the gender, if it's neutered or not. That's nice.
I just got picked up
Okay, and there's also one at Oak Hills. Okay,
on Friday.
so there's 4 or 5, that's 5. I wonder if she changed his name because on her paperwork she wrote down Bailey.
Okay.
So we have one in Oak Hills.
We have one at Oak Hills that was picked up Friday.
Okay, so that's 5 total.
I didn't know.
Okay. And how long is it going to be at Oak Hills? Is it going to need a foster situation or something?
It's gonna need, it's at Oak Hills, so it's being assessed. And went in on Friday. Now, it looks like we have 3, see, this is not right. It shows 3 in San Diego's animal control custody. 8, see, Asia was returned, so I gotta work with him to clear these. Asia was the
Right.
brother and sister that were running around, that's 1. Art, that was another.
That was moved.
And this one doesn't have, it says it's in a foster program. Oh, the German Shepherd mix, I think that's the one that Lynette.
Is that the broken leg?
Had the broken leg.
That one's gone to rescue. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, rescue and it's adopted already.
If it is the same one, then, it was
It went
picked up on
to-
July 23rd.
Mission.
Yeah, so we'll have to clear those 3 out. So what I did is you can go to a report and go to location view, and it'll show you, like I chose Foster, and that's how many Fosters we got, and then I chose Oak Hills. So we have different locations where the animals are.
So you can actually search for the ones that are still at Oak Hills. Cool.
It's an easy way to find the ones that
Yeah.
are currently assigned to those locations.
Yeah.
But I'll send Chris a message and
You
have him
didn't see a new
clear
one
out.
on, CJ, you didn't see a new one on Trello, did you? A new dog? Didn't either.
No. I don't remember seeing, I only remember 2 dogs on Trello, and I think it was Hero, I want to say it was Hero Max. No, it was called me.
When she pulled up Trello a little while ago, it was Hero and the one that started with an M.
Yeah, I think that's Max. And we don't have Hero anymore. Oh, yes, we do. Hero and Myra are at Catherine's.
And those are the 2 that was on the website.
But I think on Trello we have something else. No, wrong one.
Yeah, I still think we need like a foster volunteer coordinator.
You? You. And then you give me a text. And then I'll go get them.
I hear you, I'm thinking.
Or, you know.
But I have a full-time job.
Yeah, that's the hard thing.
Well, we need fosters. I mean,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
need fosters
Right.
right now.
coordinating them is not going to be an issue. It's having fosters to
Right.
be able to reach out to.
But that's, yeah.
The night of the town, we
Yeah,
will
we'll-
help that.
We'll get that.
Oh, who has Sapphire?
Sapphire was adopted.
Okay, he's still listed on,
Hero,
I have Max and Sapphire listed
Max and
on.
Sapphire were adopted Friday.
Yeah, they're still listed on Trello, so I'll have to move them. Okay. So Max and Sapphire were adopted, but we don't have these other ones on. Okay.
And all of your cats you have are from here?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
except my two
For that baby,
Russian blues.
choose Tabitha and Little Miss.
Well, Little Miss is from here,
Well, yeah.
because that's the one that the neighbor gave
Yeah,
us.
forgot about that one.
Tabitha, my brother found her at a job site.
And do you have places that you're planning to take them?
They're going to go through Helotes. Once they're 2 pounds, we're going to get them fixed. And then every Saturday, we go up to Bandera and 1604 to either Petco or PetSmart, alternating weekends. And we display them, we talk to customers, and then they get adopted. So that's how we do it. So we pretty much put them on display and let people come, pet them, interact with them, talk about their personalities.
But you're doing it through Helotes
Mhm.
for them?
Yeah. So,
We had 3 this weekend to get adopted.
yep.
Of the ones that we was fostering.
And then
3
they
of them.
handed me 2 more.
Yeah, then we got 2 more.
Oh, good.
So that's where my 2 Russian blues came from.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
But pretty much when we went through Miss Allison's property, those are the ones that just got adopted. Is her kittens that were at her property. We got them up to 2 pounds, but then they had a ringworm, and
One thing after another.
yep.
Yeah, I
So now
remember
they
that.
finally got adopted.
I remember that.
Yeah. So we only got 1 of her kittens still left.
Yeah, Sonny.
Oh no, Checkers 2.
Yeah, Checkers.
too. But Checkers is my medical case.
He'll be fine.
Yep. He's just not getting better.
Okay, so we need to get more volunteers for the foster rescue
Mm-hmm.
and get them listed.
And having a sign-up sheet.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to do something formal for a sign-up sheet, or do we just want to do legal pad?
I would say.
You know, I could do a couple of lines down to, put name,
If we have their name
Mm-hmm.
and phone number or email
And email.
address, and if they're interested in
And dog or cat.
in dog
That's
or
what I was
cat,
thinking.
assisting with dog or cats,
Right, yeah.
then we can send them information
Yeah.
to either volunteer or act as a foster or
And we
adoption.
should have an
Okay.
orientation date for new fosters. So like here, let's say the 3rd. So October 3rd, be here at this time, this place. We'll have somebody stand up, talk to the group, say, hey, welcome to be a foster. This is the outline of what we do. And these are the people you contact for this, this, this. And then go
'Cause
from there.
That's if
That's
we do
in our
it through
packet,
us.
isn't it?
But if we're not gonna do that, which hopefully we're going to try to steer away from doing that.
What?
And we're gonna, doing it ourselves, having the fosters through us.
Yeah.
We wanna
the
do
city.
it so that they're going through a rescue.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got,
Right.
say, God's Dog says, yeah, we'll take them if you've got a rescue for them. And then we just, get them the form, or get God's Dogs to send that foster the form through
Okay.
them. So that, all the medical, everything is taken care of
Is through God's
yeah.
dogs and stuff.
Right, yeah.
And we already have a packet for volunteers.
So how
I
would,
need to double check, but I thought we already had a
so if
packet.
I come and I have no affiliations with God's Dogs or Helotes or San Antonio Humane Society, and I want to foster, and I live in this area, would someone help me get affiliated with one of those
Yes.
places and work through?
Yes,
So that's,
that would be
That
a
would
thing
still
that
be,
we would
the
still be,
city would still be doing.
yeah, we would kind of, help and say, hey, we
Contact.
would reach out and think of, okay, we know Helotes will do, we know
We know
Red
Austin,
PetSmart with, Scat will do it, we know God's Dogs,
Yeah.
if we've got specific ones that we know we can reach out to, then we would reach out and say,
hey, I got a
are y'all-
potential
Yes.
foster
yes.
and sign them up through their program, their orientation, and then go from there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but we need some fosters. We need some volunteer fosters here.
Yeah, well, because that's,
Because
they
if
would
we
be,
need them for one night before they get transported out to somewhere.
yeah. So that's,
But that would be just our form.
um,
That would be just our volunteer.
yeah,
foster
if
form.
we had to do that, then yeah.
Yeah, because we
it
need to
would
know
be
where
our
they are.
form. But if
Yeah.
we were able to, we knew within the 3 days that we've got him at our
Oh, yeah.
shelter, then
Yeah,
we
that's
can say, okay, then, we've got a rescue in mind, but we need somebody to foster them, so they're gonna go to God's Dogs.
Yeah.
And God's Dogs will send them the paperwork, and then we don't have to worry about.
Okay.
Because it's a lot with having them foster.
God's
Like
Dogs will
Lynette
do
used to
that.
tell us, no, yes ma'am.
They will.
But like Lynette had said, it's a lot to have a fostering program of our own,
Oh, it is
for
a
the
lot,
city.
yeah.
Because you've got to have contact and these people have to know what to do and they have to be, like you said,
Right.
they've got to go through an orientation and a training and what do I do if it bites and what if, so it's a big,
Well, that's where our form
It's-
comes in.
Mhm.
But we need that for if the shelter is full, and we need, or until the shelter is here and up and running even, we need somebody to hold these dogs for 3 days, these dogs for a week or two, until we get something. So we do still need to have a form,
that form in place.
But I can see your point
temporary.
where if the kennels are full and I can call Miss Smith and say, hey, Miss Smith, we have a dog. We want to put it through the foster program and she's
Yeah.
affiliated with God's Dogs. See if she has an opening. And then if she's willing to go ahead and foster and then take it through God's Dogs, we basically give it to her, release it to her, we're done.
Yeah, but you gotta
And
understand
then
that doesn't
we-
happen in one day.
Oh, right.
It
right,
does not
yeah.
happen in one day. We still have to have some place to keep that dog.
To hold it.
If our 8 kennels are full,
Mhm.
we still have to have some place for somebody to hold that dog.
No matter what, whatever form they have, these people have to fill it out, no matter what.
I
If they're
see.
interacting with the dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
They have to,
And then it goes to, once that, they get adopted or,
yeah.
Because it hasn't
the
been
second.
assessed. It hasn't been behavior assessed or even health assessed
right,
before this foster gets it.
Right.
Okay.
yeah,
See, that would be risky.
yeah,
That's why it's
Because if
not,
you have a-
that's not why it's not an automatic adoption.
right.
It's just
That's what I'm
fostering.
saying.
Right.
And then if we can get it, like she said, if we can get God's Dogs or a Humane Society, if it's Puppy or Austin or whatever, to take it, then we have a temporary spot.
And going back to what Melissa was talking about with that orientation, I think we do need an orientation on the stuff on your paperwork. It says, okay, this is what, we're required, we as this city is, for fostering.
When we get to the point, definitely that will all come with time.
Right.
We gotta get everything organized,
Right.
but definitely once the shelter is up and running,
Mhm.
we have to have all that stuff in place.
Yeah.
And that has to be through the shelter board.
Right. And what I'm
So
looking
some of
at,
this will transfer
Right.
over to
Okay.
the shelter board, but then kind of work hand in hand.
yeah,
Because the shelter board only meets, well,
Once
as
in a-
often as needed, but,
Right.
but really, ideally, it's only a handful of
Quarterly.
times
Right.
a year, quarterly or something.
Bi-yearly.
that'd be, I would want to do that, If I'm going to foster, I want to know, even though I read the paperwork, I still want to know more. So,
And then we had 8, which was discuss and/or possible action on Trello, Pet Point participation, and overall performance. Didn't we kind of cover that?
Mhm, we did.
Yeah,
We
we
talked
Or
did.
did
about
you
that
have more
first.
questions about it?
I'm good, I think.
I needed to look at.
I don't know if I'm,
I need to
you
get
know,
back,
putting
I need to-
pertinent information in there like I'm supposed to,
Or tomorrow,
or if what I put in there
Yeah.
is not
Go on it.
mentioned there,
check it out.
For Pip Point or for Trello?
for Trello.
Oh, Trello is fine.
If you think of it, just
You
put it in.
just put it in.
Somebody will see it.
Just put it in. If it's in the wrong column, I'll move it to the right column. But,
For me,
but as long
'cause
as
that's
we
where I
know.
had put about the payment thing, and you know, I was like, okay, I'm thinking of this. I need to put that out there. So
Just
maybe
jot down
somebody will
a
see
note
it.
because if we
So
don't
yeah, the
see it,
same.
we don't
Have y'all
know.
gotten on there?
No, not yet, that's what I'm saying. When we went home, it just crazy, it's been.
Oh, I know. That's life.
I can
But yeah.
send the invite to you again, but it's really.
Well, yeah, I got it, yeah. I just have to click on it and go.
I have to be at my computer instead of my phone.
It's. I found it handier. There's still information that I don't know that I have questions about, like whose dogs are where. Makes me nuts. But
Have we adjourned?
yes.